Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of your mind using some seriously profound, ancient wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14. Honestly, if you've ever felt like your own head is just a chaotic battlefield of shifting moods and you don't know why, you are in exactly the right place. I mean, really consider this for a second. Why do you sometimes wake up feeling instantly motivated, just totally ready to conquer the world, while on other days, you literally can barely drag yourself off the couch? Or why do you suddenly flare up in traffic for absolutely no logical reason? We usually blame our circumstances, right? Or the people around us. But ancient Vedic philosophy suggests there is something much, much deeper pulling the strings. So to find out what's pulling those strings, here is our agenda. First, we'll look at the invisible forces within. Then we'll officially meet the three Gunas. After that, we'll expose the hidden trap of goodness, separate our changing mind from our unchanging self, and finally, wrap up with how to find true freedom. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the invisible forces within. You know, we all love to believe we are in complete and absolute control of our actions, but, well, the philosophy reveals a deeply hidden psychological machinery at play here. Okay, let's dive into this. According to ancient Samkhya philosophy, everything in material existence, what they call prakriti, is pervaded by three fundamental, subtle traits. These are the gunas. Now, the word guna roughly translates to a subtle trait of nature, but it actually has this fascinating second meaning, which is rope. And that's because these forces literally bind us. They are the invisible psychological machinery, constantly shaping your personality, your moods, and literally every daily decision you make. And the crazy part? They don't have an independent existence sitting somewhere outside of you. They form the very fabric of your mind and body. Moving right along to section 2, meet the three gunas. Let's break down these three distinct forces to see exactly how they are battling for dominance inside your head every single day. Let's formally meet the players. First up is Sattva, which represents purity, goodness, and harmony. When Sattva is running the show, you feel super peaceful, mindful, and compassionate. Your thoughts are just incredibly clear. Next is Rajas. This is that active, fiery quality of passion and ambition. It drives you to achieve and push forward, sure, but too much of it? That creates anxiety, really strong desires, impulsivity, and restlessness. Finally, there's Tamas, the quality of inertia and darkness. When Tamas takes over, it brings laziness, confusion, emotional bluntness, and this heavy desire to just withdraw from the world entirely. So, what's the key takeaway here? We are all a constantly fluctuating mix of these three. Whichever guna happens to be dominant dictates your entire worldview in that exact moment. To make this incredibly practical, picture this. Imagine you're sitting on a bus. You're in a really peaceful, sattvic state, so you warmly greet a fellow passenger, but they completely ignore you. Boom! Instantly, Tamas and Rajas hijack your brain. You feel a sudden flash of anger, you get restless, and you mentally label them a total jerk. Your entire reality just shifted in a second. But then, you notice they're actually wearing a hearing aid. They just didn't hear you. Instantly, the anger dissolves, and you snap right back into the peaceful clarity of Sattva. This perfectly illustrates how our reactions are really just the gunas interacting with each other, constantly shifting and repainting our inner landscape. And that brings us to section 3, the hidden trap of goodness. It is incredibly easy to see how laziness or aggressive passion can trap us in negative cycles, right? But the most dangerous and surprising trap of all is actually goodness itself. Here is where Krishna introduces a massive paradox in verse 6 of chapter 14. He states that even Sattva, that highest quality of purity and harmony we were just praising, is actually a golden cage. It binds the soul to the material world by creating a really deep attachment to happiness and knowledge. So how exactly does goodness trap us? Well, Sattva creates a deep sense of peace, or sukham, and knowledge, or jnanam. Because these states feel so wonderfully good, you become totally addicted to them. You start saying, I am happy, or I am wise. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. It is your mind that is happy, not your true self. The mind is what possesses that fleeting knowledge. By identifying your eternal identity with these temporary states of mind, even beautiful, peaceful sattva becomes a chain that keeps you bound to the material world. Which leads perfectly into section 4, changing mind, unchanging self. To escape this golden trap of goodness, we have to deeply examine the difference between our changing thoughts and our true identity. The absolute crucial point here is understanding this equation of bondage. In Vedanta, bondage is simply identification. It's superimposing the ever-shifting moods of your mind onto your eternal identity. Think about it. When Tamas makes your body heavy and tired, you say, I am a sleeper. When Rajas fills you with ambition, you say, I am the doer. When Sattva brings calm, you say, I am peaceful. But your true self is actually none of these things. Your true self is purely the illuminator. It's the conscious presence that simply watches the sleeping, the doing, and the peacefulness happen. Think of it like a movie theater. Your mind, which is made of the Gunas, is the movie screen. It's highly reflective, constantly flickering with joy, sorrow, and all the daily drama. But your true self, the Purusha, is the silent, unaffected witness sitting in the audience. It is completely untouched by the Gunas. It literally just watches the movie play. Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, Transcending to True Freedom. Understanding this ancient psychological philosophy is just step 1. The ultimate goal is applying it so you can become what Krishna calls a Gunatita, someone who has completely transcended the Gunas. So how do we actually pull this off in our daily lives? We cultivate Sakshi Bhava, or the witness attitude. It's a highly practical form of self-awareness. Step 1, start observing your mental episodes objectively, just like that movie playing on a screen. Step 2, stop claiming these states as your core identity. Instead of saying, I am lazy when that heavy feeling hits, just note to yourself, Tamas is present. Step 3, and this is a brilliant mental hack, as thoughts and feelings arise, mentally just say, pass. Don't fight them, don't fiercely cling to them, just pass. You continually realize you are the pure, untouched consciousness, merely witnessing the Gunas play their games. Now, to truly anchor yourself in this witness state and avoid getting swept away by the intense current of your own mind, Krishna offers the ultimate solution in verse 26. This translates to a really beautiful truth. The way to permanently cross beyond the Gunas is through unswerving devotion, or bhakti. By fixing your focus on the divine, on that which is eternal and completely unchanging, you naturally detach from the roller coaster of the mind. You finally stop identifying with the modes of material nature, and you step into a state of immense equanimity, real emotional mastery, and true spiritual liberation. So, as you go about your day-to-day, and you inevitably notice your moods shifting from the heavy inertia of Tamas to the stressful passion of Rajas, and then to the calm clarity of Sattva, I want you to just pause. Ask yourself, if your mind is constantly changing like the weather, who is the true, silent observer looking through your eyes right now? Find that witness and you find your absolute freedom.